Hello, it's house time. Hello, my friends. Hello. Let's make a house tonight. So, as you can see, I have not taken anything out of the packet, and I'm going to start from absolute scratch. So we're going to do this together if you've got your house too. So nothing's come out of the packet yet. I am going to open it shortly. Suruson! Hello, Joan. Hi. So I'm going to get mine out of the packet now. Oh, I've had this for a little while now, and I have been itching to make it since I bought it. So let's get you out. Oh, I think I'm just going to have to snip this. Snip it and go for it. Hi, John. Hi. Hope you've all had a good Thursday. Now I'm going to try and keep that picture because it's always nice to have a little frame of reference. So I'll stick that where I can see it. And continue taking all this plastic off. All right, there we go. Job done. Get that out of the way. Oh, let's have a looky. Right, so we've got all these pieces and all these panels that we need to remove. Now, there are... it does tell you what some of the things are on there, but it says it in Polish, and I don't speak Polish, so I can't read it. But you know, I can make a good guess. So, oh, we've got something trying to escape there. So I'm going to gently take some of these things out and hope that I kind of... Hi, Martin. Hi, Ali. So I'm going to take these things out and see what I'm left with. And this is what I do whenever I'm doing these kind of kits. That's what I do. Now here, one of the little pips is still in place, so I never ever force them. Always just get... my brush is trying to escape. Just get a knife and slide your knife down if you've got a pip that's just in place a little bit more than you want it to be. So there we go. That one's a little bit... there we are. Easy peasy. Sous la page. Hello, sous la page. Yes, it's the Abracadabra house. Yes, it is. I am abracadabraing. I bought mine from Leanne from Mad Archers. So, and I'm doing it from the very beginning, from getting it out of the packet. So if that's a little bit too basic and boring, I do apologise, but I think it's important. I think it's good to go through it all. Bonjour. Now somebody's saying hello, Jill. Is there a Jill It's I always it feels like we're at a Mystic Meg thing, doesn't it? Is there a Jill out there? Is there anybody out there? There we go. So these are all coming out, I've got to say, quite nicely. I'm not struggling too much with it. Now, I bet that's the chimney there. So I'll keep little bits that look like they go together, like these little chimney bits. They look like they go together. I'm going to keep them together so that I can do what needs to be done with them without wondering where part of it is. So that needs a little bit of help. So if you've got this kit and you're joining in, all we're doing is we're taking the pieces out and we're putting the things that look like they go together. Hi, Angela. Hi, Peggy. So we're just putting the things that look like they belong together. We're not gluing anything. We're just putting it in little piles together, just so it's easy to find when we start putting things together. So I'm going to put all my, see, I should do what I say I'm doing, shouldn't I? So I'm going to put all my windows together, and there's my panels together. So, and it will just make it easier when we're assembling. Rachel, assembling. That's the actual word I wanted. So, and I'm just running my knife down any bits that are a little bit stuck in the wood, because it will just be little pips of wood that are holding things in place. There we go. Just gently. Let's put that one there. So that's all of those out of there. Now, you can chop this stuff up and save it for adding, what's the word? Like, you know, to layer things up and give things height. You can chop this up and use it if you want to. And if not. But if you like recycling, it's very good to chop up and use. Oh, we're getting there. There we go. They have to leave some of the pips in, because otherwise you just get a bag of bits, because it would all fall out. But they do an extraordinarily good job of not putting too many in for the most part. Right, these two things are together, so I'm going to keep them together. I wish I could read this, because I have no idea what some of these things are. But we will learn together. It's okay. Of course you can watch first. Dimension. Yes, Susan. That is exactly the word I was looking for and failing to find. There we go. Nope, that needs a little run around. Yeah. Watch, play along, whatever you like. But if you're just watching and you don't know what we're doing the Snipart Abracadabra house from start to finish, from getting it out of the packet. So it's going to be very, very basic, nothing fancy just yet. I mean, at the moment, I'm just taking things out of here. And then I'll be gluing my house together. So there's nothing fancy schmancy going on just yet. We will do some nice things at some point, but at the moment it's just a matter of getting everything put together. Well, it's going to be fun because I'm looking at all these little bits and I have no idea where a lot of them go, but we will work it out. It's going to be quite a detailed little thing, I think. Right, more windows. And nearly there. Oops, don't lose them, Rachel. There we go. And last leg now. That's it. Should do it. Now, when you've popped this out, if any of the little pips are too proud, just get your sanding block out and have a little sand. All right, I'm going to keep these pieces together because they're together in here. And I don't know if there's something that's going to fit together. Elementy. No, I don't know. So we'll just take them all out and work it out as we go. Right, ta-da. So I've got all of my bits. Now this is the base, I know that much. And this is a roof panel. So I'm not too worried about that for a minute. And this must be a roof panel. So now I've got my two sides on my front and my back. So that made that quite easy. Now I'm going to stick these in and in place, and I'm going to go in through the roof to do any internal painting. So I'm going to use a little bit of wood glue, but you could use anything you like, anything that you normally use for this sort of project. I'm trying to think of alternatives now. Heavy body gel is a really good one to use, and I might end up using that myself if this glue is not going to play nicely, which I don't think it is. Let me just check the top here. Oh, that's just about had it, I think. Right, let's get some heavy body gel on the job then. Now, where's that? I was looking at it the other day. Right, I can't find that either. We'll use this one. This is Beacon 3-in-1. It's quite nice because it's really fast grabbing, but it is a bit whiffy. Right, then let's have a look. Let's pop a side panel in. Now, you could paint these before you put them together. I'm a little bit wary of doing that because you can make the tabs and edges and things swell, and then it becomes quite difficult to put together, which I'm not a fan of. So for me personally, I would rather just put it together. And as long as I've got good access to get inside, then I'm happy. Yay, first side on. Oh, stay there. First side on. So now I'm going to add, I don't know if it's, I think this is the back. Is it the back? Yes, it's the back of the shop. So we'll get that in place as well. And I'm just holding the first side with my hand as I go, because when we get all four sides in, they'll kind of support each other. But until we do that, it hasn't really got that. I'm just running some glue up the edge, and I'm not really sure how this is going to fit just yet, but if I run some glue, I can always run my finger down it to sort of smudge it. Technical terms, smudge it where I want it to go. So, oh yeah, that does work out. I did it, and I'm just rubbing my finger at the side on that glue. And when we start adding detail, we'll strengthen these edges again, because we'll okay, Peggy, cool, no problem. We'll strengthen these edges with clay or texture paste or some such. So I'm not worried about that at the moment. Right, let's put the other side in. And that's it. And if you're going ahead of me and you want to do it in a similar fashion to the way I'm doing it, don't glue your roof on, because we want that big space to be able to get into the inside of the house and do what we want to do with it. So again, I've got that one. Now these have got some nice details etched into the MDF, but I am going to add some more. Right. So this is the last side. And then we can start looking at all of these little details and working out what's going to go where. So I'll be honest, I've got no idea. Let me just check. How does that go? We want the glue on the edge. And on the other edge too. Now this is great strong glue. Once it's set, so I have every confidence it will be enough to hold this together. Right. There we are. I'm just running my fingers down so I've got no great big globs of glue. Now, if you were a little bit concerned about your things staying together, you could put an elastic band around the outside, just to gently hold everything in place. But I'm happy about that. And like I said, I'm not going to put the roof on yet. And I do have plans for the roof as well. So let me have a look at my reference picture. So let's make this bay window up because I can. Yes, I can. And this is the door frame. So that'll go there. Oh, very nice indeed. Right, bay window, that's what I want to do. So the bay window will need these little side pieces, I'm absolutely sure of. And it will also need, need something like this as well. Now those two were, oh, I wonder if it's in those three little sections maybe. That looks about right. So I think I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. So if I get it wrong, you don't have to get it wrong. But I'm thinking that these sections are the bay window. And I'm thinking that this and this and possibly I think that is part of it as well. But like I said, I'm going to do this so that if it goes wrong for me, you know not to do it. Maybe that one. Yes, that looks right. It's going to be one of these pieces is going to sit on. Now they are very, very similar. That's too small. That's too small. That's too small. That goes on there. Does that go on there? But if that goes on there, maybe it goes on the bottom. And one of these goes on the top. I think, because that must be the bottom, maybe? No, because we need something to go in those holes. Am I driving you mad yet? But I did say this would be from start to finish, didn't I? I did give fair warning. Right, it's definitely not that one. And definitely not that one. It's one of these ones. Now, oh, I think it might be two of these ones. I think that might be where I'm struggling, because that looks like a really thick top bit. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, let's make this bay window then. So I've got my glue. And like I said, you know, I'm figuring this out as I go along. And you are very welcome to learn from any mistakes that I make, because undoubtedly I will make a few. But I think I've got it right. Right, let's put the glue outside there. Now that one is going to go in there, like so. Da, da, da. Stay upright now, please. Don't give up just yet. So there we go. I've got my 3 window panels in the front there. And I think that I'm in the top. I'm gone into the top of it actually. But that's okay. It doesn't matter at this stage because I haven't put it in anywhere. And I'm just trying to figure out where the glue is going to need to go on the edge. So I'm going to do it in a similar fashion to the way I did the house, where I'm putting it on there and I'm just going to work with what I've got and put it into the space. There we go. So now I know that I can put the adhesive up the edge like that. Get that one in there. And we have a bay window, almost complete. There we go. So I'm fairly convinced that this is the bottom of it. I'll find out for sure now. Whoa, never mind. A little bit of extra glue won't hurt anybody. And then I'm going to pop so these are the only pieces I can see that will fit together like this. So I'm fairly confident this is the right ones. Now I've got to get them in these holes. It's in there, it's in there. Where is it being fiddly? There. That's it. Oh, come on, everybody now. Let's play sensibly. Right. So we've got the bay window put together. We used those bits. Well, I've got some really nice ideas what I want to put in this window when it's all done. So that needs to go in to those slots. Yes, so I think that these two get glued together on top of here. I think we'll find out if I haven't got anything. Oh, yes, Sue, go for it, watch it later, go back to it, or I can slow up and go through it again if you want me to. You just let me know what works for you. So I'm just making sure that that is up to that window edge, so it's going to fit. And then I've got another. Oh, me too, Angela. I love the idea of creating my perfect house like that. I just love it. Now, at this stage, I am not sure if that flat edged bit here goes on there. I'm not sure. It looks like it could do, but I'm just not 100% sure. So I'm going to leave it off because it is a piece that it won't be a problem to add it later. So, but I can definitely see these two bits go in the top holes. I'm going to just make sure I've got adhesive all the way around and everywhere. But like I said before, we're going to be adding lots of detail to this. Not today. Today we're just putting things together. Right, let me pop that down here. Make sure. I don't want to do that, do I? Just making sure everything is fitting in where it's supposed to. I think perhaps with this window, it might be better to do them in place one at a time. There we go. Yeah, do those in place one at a time. That was definitely a better way of putting it in. So we've got the window in, the bay window. Woohoo! Feeling like we've achieved it. A book nook. Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they? They're gorgeous. I do love a book nook. Right. So I'm just making sure everything's still in place, and it is. That definitely sits nicely there, so I'm confident that's right. And I'm not sure if this bit needs to go on the bottom or not. So, but I can't see anywhere else this piece needs to go. I'm going to stick it on the bottom and then hope that I've got it right. So let's pop that on the bottom there. Right, there we go. Got a little bit of stringy glue going on, but I'll tidy that up when I come back to do all the things that need to be done. Now, what I want to do is I want to just have a little look at these window bits that I've got, because I want to see. Oh, now this one looks like it goes on there, and it looks like it just goes on there. So that's pretty cool. Let's stick that one on. Can you see it if I lay it down better? Yes, you can. So I'm looking, and these windows all look like they match up quite nicely with the windows on the house. So I'm fairly confident I can stick them in place. Oh, what I would suggest, if this is your first house project as well, is have a little look online, do some searches, and look at other houses and how, real houses as well as model houses, and get some inspiration. Find a few pictures that you like how they're done, because sometimes it's nice to do a grungy, spooky house, and other times you might want to make it, really sort of magical and ethereal looking. It doesn't have to be dark and grungy. Just making sure they're lined up on there. There, love it. And now I'm looking at this door, and this door definitely has a door frame, and it also has a step going on, which I think is it that? Oh, now there's a couple of those, so I think it could be. It could be not that. Not that. Oh, now these three are all. No, they're too small. I think they must be for. They're going to be for the window frame, I think. So, what's going to be right for the step there? Curious. We need two that will fit together. That just doesn't work together. Maybe it's that, because then that's steps. It gives it a step, doesn't it, if I do that? So you could have that, and then maybe that could be. Let's have a look. No, that's not right, because that's smaller. But that looks like it works. But it's on the wonk, so it might need something underneath. Out of shot. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm thinking those two together look like they would work. And obviously we need something on the top as well. Right, I'm not sure. So I'm going to go around the rest of the windows. And that will then help me by process of elimination. So I've got two on this side. That one's going to fit there. That one's going to fit there. Now this one definitely has a ledge underneath. Does it have just two pieces? I think, yeah, it must just be two. I don't think more than two would fit there. So I'm going to glue. Let me move this over a bit. So I'm going to glue these ones in place now. Now, if I knew exactly where everything had to go beforehand, I might have been tempted to paint the windows and the main body separately. But because I'm sort of, this is a bit of an experiment for me, I'm not going to do that because I want to make sure everything goes where it's supposed to be. Oh, well done, Suruson. Well done, you're good. I'm doing mine by elimination now because I can't remember which bits were together for that. But I am enjoying the process. So I'm going to stick these two together because they are definitely a window ledge. Oh, how are we doing for time? I reckon we'll get this stuck together within the hour, which I think is quite nice amount of time to spend doing it. Now I can stick stuff on the back here. This sign definitely goes. Oh, and I can put the round doofer on as well. Let me make sure I've got that central. Lovely. Oh, I'm not as happy with that window as I thought I was. There we go, that's better. Just want to make sure they're all married up nicely. Right, there's a little sign that goes on the back door. Little flourish and blots. Like I said, I'm quite happy putting everything in place now and then coming back. Oh, no, I've got a doorstep that I need to find as well by the look of it. Oh, gosh. Okay. Windowsill. That's the door frame. So, right, these are the only other bits that I have. So it must be a combination of those. Okay. Oh, you stay in place, you. Okay. I'm not going to worry about the chimney just yet, and I'm not going to worry about the sign just yet. Let me put these other two windows in, and then I know what's left, and I can have a fiddle and a faff. Oh, thank you, Natasha. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, are you working on something nice, lovely? Are you making more beautiful designs? If you don't know Natasha, she's a very talented artist, and you can find her on Bobo something. Oh, come on, Natasha, help me. I've got no brain at the minute because I'm running around after my girls at the moment, and it's addling my brain. I can't remember anything. But you know, what can you do? Right. Come in here and get a bit of peace and quiet with you guys. That's what I can do. And it's very nice. Right, let's put the circle one on. Nice and easy breezy. We are cooking on gas, Suru-san. Cooking on gas. Oh, Sam. Hello, hello, hello. Bobo made by. That's it. Thank you, Sulapage. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Our Natasha does amazing things. And Prompty Crafts, she does some amazing designs for. So she's well worth having a look at if you don't know her. Right, let's get that in position. Why is that not in position? Maybe I need to turn it the other way. Yeah, I do. How weird is that? That's sitting fine now. Right, let's put the little step bit in there. Stick these two little pieces together, and that creates the windowsill. And then I've got to go back to that front door and figure out what bits go where. All right, there we go. Whoops. There we are. So I've got my back door. Well, I don't need to worry about sticking that on just yet. And whatever I don't use for this front door must be on the back door by a process of elimination. Right. Let's figure this out then. That could possibly be the steps for the back door because they're a little bit thinner. And then I need, I think that will go on the top there. I think, I'm just guessing at the moment. And then those two and another bit underneath. That makes a nice set of steps, doesn't it? Does it? It doesn't sit as... I would like that to sit slightly differently than it is, because it's longer on one side than it is on the other, but maybe it needs to be longer on one side, perhaps. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with it. Because it sits right in every other way. So I am going to go with it. Right, let's stick these two together. This is the Abracadabra house by Snipart. And it's a bit gorgeous. It's a bit gorgeous. Leanne shells it. Oh, I've had a very bad week with my words. Leanne sells it in her shop, and it's an absolute bargain for what you get. I paid a different price when I got mine. The price has come down, so yeah, it's a bargain. Right, get that in my holes there and there. Now, I mean, I could flip it and have the step go in. I'm going to flip it, which is probably not a very sensible thing to do. But I'm going to flip it so the sort of the more steppy bit, because that's how we call it. We call it the more steppy bit. Is on that side, the far side, if you were coming into the shop, because I think that feels right to me. And then I'm going to stick this one in under there. Yeah, got my shop steps done. Oh, sorry, Sue. Got my shop steps done. And I'm going to do my door frame going on. That sits nicely there. We did a little whistle then. Doesn't she have any left? I'm not surprised because the price went quite low. It was a real bargain. Much cheaper. Like I said, it went down in price. I don't know how or why, but it did. Right, so I think that is right. Or should that little bit be on the... I can't decide if that should be on the bottom. Let's have a look. See what that looks like on the bottom. No, that doesn't work on the bottom. It doesn't fit. So we'll put it back. Put it back that way. Okay. Happy days, happy days. I'm not going to put the sign in yet, and I'm not going to... I might glue... I'll see how the time goes, and I might glue the chimney onto the... Well, I won't put it onto the roof, but I'll glue the chimney together. Because I don't think we... Yeah, we don't need to... Yeah, this is definitely right. So I'm putting that piece down flat there. And then I'm doing exactly the same as I did on the front door step, but on the back with a slightly thinner steps. That seems right. if you've been doing this along with me, Suru Son, I mean you, blooming well done. Yeah, I didn't pay $9.99 for mine. I did not pay $9.99 for mine. They are normally at least double that. So now that should fit in there. Yes, it does. Happy days. I'm not sure if that's... No, I don't think that's right. Hang on. I think we might need to do a little swapperoo. No, that's not right either. No, that is right. Bear with me. I'm just second guessing myself a bit. No, that matches the top there. So that looks cool. And then this must go in here because it's the only bit left. So it's going in there. And we've got a back door as well that can go on there. That's quite nice. Let's stick that on as well. Why not? Oh, hi, Marisol. The steps, yes, they're a little bit tricky, aren't they? They are a little bit tricky, a little bit cheeky. I'll show you a close-up of mine now because I got a little bit confused by it as well, as you'll know if you've been here. And I will just show it to you. Oh, I can put the chimney on actually without it. Right, so this is how I did the front steps. Now, I got confused because it sort of comes over a little bit. And so I decided to have my sort of the bit where there's a space on the side, because I thought, well, when I've been to little shops in places where they have that sort of odd arrangement of steps, it's usually on the side that you can get in. And so that's what I did with mine. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully that makes sense. I am building a house. I am a Facebook user. So hopefully you can see that. And I've done the window pieces. I've matched up because that seemed like the right thing to do. And then I've matched these up. I haven't put the sign in because I thought that's something that can wait, really. And just that window's a little bit off. But you can see these little window sills are the two pieces put together. And then I did the doorstep there again. So that's that. Let's put a chimney pot together. And I think that just slips into here, so we can do that. Because we don't want to glue the roof into place, because we want to be able to get in here and do things. What things? I'm not sure what things we're going to do yet, but we're going to do things, and we won't be able to do things if it's glued down. Right, I'm just checking that I'm doing this right before I glue it. And I am. So, right, I can glue the chimney on, which will be good because I want to do, next week, we'll do some roof tiles and things like that. And it will be handy to have the chimney in place so we know how to work around it. So I'm going to stick that down. And stick that down. Would it have been easier to put things in without the big window? Possibly. Possibly. Could have left the big window off. Possibly. You're not... Well, see, I think maybe I've used something I shouldn't have somewhere else then. Because my steps are not regular. But I can live with that. I'm not upset by it much. It does bother me a little bit. Maybe that's why mine was more expensive, because I've got special steps. I don't know. Right, let me see. That needs to go there. Why is that not right? Because it's not right, Rachel. That needs to fix in there. That's it. That's it. It's in. It's in. And then it's this piece. Yeah. So what I would say is spend this next week now getting some inspiration, going online, looking at different houses and seeing what style you like. Because, you know, there's lots of different styles out there. It could be that you want to have a little... there you go. I've glued the... Can you see that? I've glued the chimney into place on my house. But I'm not going to glue my roof on because I want to be able to get in. And Sue had a brilliant idea about when you do yours, maybe you could, you know, you could leave the big window off if you want to. And that then means... That's the back. That then means that you've got more maneuverability again to get things in and out. But I'm satisfied that I can get in through the roof, which is why I'm not gluing the roof yet. And I'm not going to glue the sign on yet either, because I'm going to be doing things. I'm going to do things to the front of the house, so I don't want to glue that in yet. But there you go, you can see we've got it all together. Yeah, that's it. I want to be able to make sure I can get in and out nice and easily, and this will work for me. I'll be able to get in. So there you go. That's me done for today. I can't wait to see what everybody's done. So make sure you post in the group when you know, at this, you know, at this stage. It would be great to see, and it's helpful for everybody else who's doing it as well to see where we're at. So I'll take some pictures of this one and post it as well. And yeah, so homework, if you want the homework, is to make yourself a little inspiration board of things that you like about various houses that you might want to reflect in this one. There's that, and yeah, I think that's enough. And next week we'll do some of the outside detail before we gesso it and stuff. So yeah, I think that's enough for today. Then so next week we'll do some roofing and adding some extra character and detail to the outside. And then it will be probably not until the following week that we'll do some of the inside bits. They are on yeah, get sticking. They are on, I've seen them on eBay, but they are not $9.99, unfortunately, which is what the last price was I saw in Mad Archers. So, you know, I didn't pay that for mine. I paid, I think it was 20 something. But for whatever reason, they were a lot cheaper. So, but yeah, but ask Leanne if she'll get them in again. I'm sure she'll get them in again, and it's not too long a wait. So if you drop her a message and ask her, she will get them in. And I'd quite like, if they come in at $9.99 again, I'm going to get a couple more, and make a few alterations to it to make them look slightly different. Because that is a crazy good price. So anyway, thank you for keeping me company. Yeah, and I don't know what happened to make them cheaper. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I wish I'd got mine for the $9.99 because it's an awesome price. So anyway, I will see you. I'll do next, it'll be Thursday. So I'll see you next Thursday at 7:00 for more house stuff, house shenanigans. And what I would suggest is, as well, is once you've glued it all, just set it off to one. Don't do anything more to it. Leave it to itself, for all the glue to cure properly, so that you're working with a nice solid structure then when we come back to it next week. So bye, thank you, bye bye.